According to a survey from MGH, 77% of diners check restaurant websites before visiting. So if you own a restaurant or work in a restaurant and have been assigned a task to create a website for it, well, this is your lucky day. Because in this video, I will show you how to create a restaurant website with free tools, step by step, and the easy way. From the gorgeous menu to the contact page that will have your customers booking tables in no time, we've got you covered. And if you watch until the end, I will show you a glimpse of the near future when this will be even easier. Hello, I'm Kay from the Astra team, and today you will learn how to build a restaurant website the easy way. So first, let's take a look at what we're going to build. Now for this tutorial, we'll make your life easier and we'll be using a starter template. Now, if you go in the restaurant category of starter templates, you'll find plenty of beautiful designs, some premium ones, some free ones. Now for this tutorial, we'll be using a free one, we'll be using this one. But if you're using another one, whether it's free or premium, the process is exactly the same. So once we install the starter template, this is what you're going to get: a home page, then an about page, the menu page, and the contact page. So in just a few clicks, you'll be able to create a professional looking website for your restaurant, but we're not gonna stop there because we'll go from this to this, the Brain Bites restaurant website. And yes, I created a fake imaginary brand because I find it easier to learn when it looks more real. So we'll edit the content of the homepage to match our brand, and the same goes for the menu page, the about page, the contact page, and I'll also show you how to add a new page and add it to the navigation. And of course, this website is responsive and looks beautiful both on the tablet and on the mobile. And as mentioned in the intro, later on in this video, I will show you a glimpse of the near future. So make sure you watch until the end because that process will be even easier. Next, setup. So the first thing you need if you want to have your own website is to have a web hosting plan and a domain name. Now there are plenty of web hosting companies and domain name solutions, but more or less the process is always the same or always almost the same. So if you want to get up to speed with it, make sure you take a look at this video, and of course you'll find a link to this video in the description below. Next, we'll need WordPress because this is what we'll be using for this tutorial, and WordPress needs what is called a theme to display the website. So that takes care of the design and of the features. And for this tutorial, we'll be using the Astra theme. And by the way, the video I just mentioned walks you through installing WordPress and Astra in just a few clicks. Now we could stop there, but we would have to start from scratch, and we want to make your life easier. So we're going to use a plugin called Starter Templates, which basically is going to allow you to install a full design in just a few clicks. Now, once again, we could stop there, but if you want to move things around, if you want to change the content, then we'll be using a plugin called Spectra. So basically Spectra is just blocks, widgets that you can play with. It's drag and drop, it's a no-code solution, it's super easy, and you're gonna have fun with it. So to cut a long story short, Spectra is what is called a visual website builder. And if you've never heard about Spectra, well, you should. So I'll make sure to put a link in the description of this video. Now the beauty of it is that we only need to install one plugin. It's the Starter Templates plugin, and it will prompt us to install Astra and Spectra. As easy as it gets. Next, installing the Starter Templates plugin. So in WordPress, you want to go to Plugins, Add New. Then in the search field, you want to type Starter Templates. Click on Install Now and Activate. Next, select your page builder, and for this tutorial, we'll be using Spectra, which uses the block editor. Then go to Business, Restaurant. Now scroll down and we'll be using this one, Steakhouse. Next, right here you can upload your logo, but I'll show you how to do this later. So click on Skip and Continue. And same thing, you can change your color palette right here. So I can change the color palette, but we have our own color palette. So we're gonna take care of this later. I'm gonna leave it at default colors, and the same for the font. You can pick any font, but actually I like the initial font, so I'm just gonna keep it this way. And next I click on Continue. Now before you move on to the next step, you may want to fill in your information because that's going to help us to serve you even better in the future. Now for the rest, make sure that Install and Activate Astra theme is selected as well as the other options, and click on Submit and Build My Website. And next, sit back, relax, and enjoy the short flight. And there you go, your website is ready, and it took just 23 seconds to build. And I'm not kidding. So next, click on View Your Website. And there you go, as promised, we got our 4 pages. This is our home page. And then if we scroll to the top, we see we have About, Menu, and Contact. Next, let's take a look at the backend. So let's go over to Demo, Dashboard. And as you can see here in the left navigation, we got the Astra theme installed as well as Spectra. So that was easy. All we had to do is to install one starter template and it automatically installed the Astra WordPress theme as well as the Spectra visual website builder. Next, customizing the identity. So in the WordPress admin, you want to go to Astra, Customize, and the first thing we're going to change is the logo. So what you want to do is to hover over the logo here, which is a typographic logo, and just click on the little pencil icon. Great! So now click on Select Logo, and here you can either use free images, but who would want to use free images for the logo, right? Or you can use the media library if you already uploaded your logo, or you can just upload files. Click on Select Files, then choose your logo, click Open, and click on Select. Next, click on Skip Cropping, and here you can change the logo width. So we're going to give it a size of 188 for this specific logo, but of course it's going to be different for your own logo. So just play with it. Next, we want to remove the text next to the logo. So we're going to scroll down here, and where it says Site Title Visibility, we're going to click on each device to get it muted. Next, here you can change the tagline, but we're not going to do this now. And here you can change the site icon. So once again, click on Select Site Icon, and we're going to upload our site icon. Let's pick this one, click on Select, Skip Cropping, and there you go. This is how your site icon is going to show in the browser tab. Okay, next let's take care of the colors. So let's go back, then go to Global, Colors, and next we can change our colors in our global palette. So for that, I'm going to refer to my brand guide. And by the way, if you're interested in having such a beautiful brand guide with the logo versions, the colors, the typography, then make sure you watch this video tutorial, but of course, only once you're done with this current video, and you'll thank me later. So for the first color, I'm going to paste this color code. Next, I'm going to pick this fifth color, and I'm going to replace the code by this color code. Awesome. Now let's go back. Click on typography, and here you have presets. So if I click on a preset, as you can see, it changes the typography right away, but I actually like the initial one. So let me go back. Now bear in mind that you don't have to use presets. You can also choose the body font. So you just click on this icon, and then you can pick the font that you prefer. There's a lot of Google fonts, so choice is really not an issue here. Next, you can also do the same with the headings font. So you can have a different font for the headings and for the body text. But like I said, I actually like the original one, so I'm gonna keep it as is. Now, if you take a look, you can also change by type of font. So H1, H2, H1 being the biggest, then H2 smaller, well, you know the drill. So as you can see, that was super easy. We changed the logo, we changed the side icon, the colors, and if we wanted, we could have changed the font. So we can match your brand colors and identity. Next, editing the content. So a starter template is set up, and we've now got our identity matching our brand, but now we need to change the content. Let me show you. So there are two ways you can edit the pages. The first way is to click on Pages, then you hover over the name of the page you want to edit and just click on Edit. Now another way to do it that's more visual is to hover over the name of your website, click on Visit Site, then just navigate to the page you want to edit. So for example, let's click on the menu page, and then in the top bar, click on Edit Page. And let's start with text, and it's super simple. So all you have to do is to double click where you see text and just type the text you want to edit, then click on Update. And now if I go back to the front end, as you can see, this is the old version. Now let me refresh this page, and there you go. As easy as that. Now let's go back and let me show you how to edit images. And I'm going to show you how to edit background images and just plain image widget. So first of all, we're going to open the document overview. So I'm just going to click on that icon. And here you see a tree view of our page. So we got 4 containers, and within those containers, you find subcontainers and widgets. So first of all, I'm going to click on the first container here. So you see it's highlighted in blue. And next, I'm going to click on the Style tab. And here we see our image. So all I have to do is click on Change Image. And here, as usual, I can use one of the existing images, or I can upload files. And actually, I'm going to upload all the files for this project. So click on Select Files. Let me select all my files. And there you go. As you can see, the new image is right here. So that was for a background image. Now for a image widget, it's actually even easier. Just click on the image and right away you can see here that we can change the image, and it's the same process. So click on change image and I'm going to pick this image here, click on select, and there you go. Next, click on update. And if I go back to the front end and refresh, and there you go, the changes are reflected. So you get the idea. It's super simple to change text, images, and basically anything you want on your web page. Now, if you're wondering where I got those beautiful images, actually they were created with AI. And if you want to know more about generating your own AI images, make sure you take a look at this video, but once again, only once you've watched the current one. Next, let's navigate to the contact page. And as you can see, we have a form here. Now, by default, it's not going to send it to your email address. So how do you change that? Well, super easy. Here in the top bar, you see WP Forms. So just click on it. And here it's super easy because there is only one form. So click on the form, then click on Settings, Notifications, and where it says Send to Email Address, well, by default, it's going to use the admin email. So when you install WordPress, you have to provide an administrator email. So it's going to send it by default to this email. But what you can do, you can just remove this tag and type in your email address. Now, same thing, you can edit the email subject line, the from name, and from email. So I'm going to put it back to the way it was, but feel free to put your own email address if it's different from the administrator email. Then click on Save, and voila, you're done. And in case you want to know how to change the map, let me show you quickly. So while logged in WordPress, all you have to do is to go to the contact page, then click on Edit as we saw previously. Then scroll down. Next, let's click on our map widget. And right here, all you have to do is to change the address. As easy as that. Nothing more. And then click on Update. Next, let's take a look at how you edit the footer, because you can't edit the footer the same way you edit the page. So for this, instead of clicking on Edit Page, you want to click on Customize, then Footer Builder. And as you can see here, you have a representation of what you see here on screen. So we got several widgets. You can actually click on each element. So if I click here, I can see my image, I can replace my image, and so on. I can change the text, I can change the hours here. So you get the idea. Just hover over the element or widget that you want to change, click on the little icon, and then you can change it right here. But if you change something, like let me put 10 a.m., don't forget to hit publish for your changes to be reflected. And if you want to know everything about the Astra theme, make sure you take a look at this masterclass video. And you know the drill now, after you finish watching this one. Next, adding new content. So let me show you a process that's a bit easier than if you had to start from scratch. So in WordPress, you want to hover over the name of your website, click on Visit Sites. Then let's navigate to a page we want to clone. So let me go to the About page, then click on Edit Page. And on the right hand side, you see three little dots, which are the options. So just click on it and click on Copy All Blocks. Next, let's go back. So let's click on the logo here. And now make sure you are in the Pages section. Click on Add New. We're going to give it a title, so our concept. And then here you can't really see it because it's black on dark. But once you click on it, you can actually paste the blocks. So right click, paste, or use the shortcut like Ctrl+V on a Windows PC and Command+V on a Mac. So as you can see, we pasted exactly what we had on the other page. Now the next thing we need to do is to change the layout of the page, because by default it's going to be like a contained blocked page. So here we're going to click on the Astra settings icon, and instead of the container layout being the customized settings, we're going to click on normal. Also, where it says container style, make sure you click on unboxed and update. Great. And next we can start editing our page. So first of all, the title here, we don't want it to show on the page. So we're just going to click on it and click on the little eye, and that's going to make it invisible on the page. And here we can change the H1 title. So our concept. And I know the drill. If you want to change the image, the background image, we click on the document overview, select our container, and then here we need to go back to the page options and not the Astra options. So I'm just going to click on this icon here, settings, then go to style, change image, and let me pick that one. Click on select. Okay, you know the drill now, and I'm going to do the same thing for the other images and the text on this page. Great. So let me close the document overview, and this is what I've come up with. So I changed the text, the images, and as you can see, we got a brand new page. But now, how do we add it to the navigation of our website? Let me show you. So make sure you've updated your page. Then let's go back. Next, you want to go to Appearance, Menus. And as you can see here, we see our latest page, our concept. So I'm just going to select that one and click on Add to Menu. And next here, I can reorder the menu with drag and drop. So let me put Menu here right after Home. Then we got About, our concept, and finally Contact. So make sure you click on Save Menu. And now if you go back to the front end and refresh, and there you go. As you can see, we see our concept page in our navigation. And if I click on it, here is the contact page we've built. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Next, let's take a look at what we've built. So following the principles I show you in this tutorial, I changed all of the content, the images, the text, and this is what we've built. So this is our homepage, Smart Food for Smart People, a no-brainer, pun intended. So let me scroll down, and as you can see, we have some very fantastic AI images. We changed all the text. Now let's move up. Let's go to our menu. And here once again, we have great images and a quite funny menu for this restaurant. You can pause the video and take a look at the names and the descriptions. And once again, the power of the images combined with the text makes it for a great experience. Now let's go to the About page. And here we have our founders, James and Steve. So this is probably James and this is Steve. Let's scroll back up. Next, let's click on our concept, and we saw that page a few moments ago. So this is the page with a view of the restaurant, and once again, our beautiful AI images. And finally, we got our contact form, and I've shown you how to actually change the contact form so that you can send it to your email address. So as you can see, you can create beautiful websites just with the free versions of Astra, Spectra, and Starter templates. Now, if you want to take it to the next level, for example, let me show you. Let me scroll here. And as you can see here, I have a sticky navigation. Let me show you again. So transparent, and as I start scrolling, it gets sticky with a background color. So I achieved that with Astra Pro. And if you want to know the difference between the free version of Astra and Astra Pro, make sure you take a look at this video. Oh, and by the way, in this video, I showed you how to add new content by copying an existing page. But if you want to start from scratch and know how to play with the website visual builder called Spectra, then make sure you take a look at this video. And of course, you'll find all the links in the description of this video. Next, at the beginning of this video, I told you I would show you an even easier way and a glimpse into the near future, and that is called ZipWP. ZipWP uses the power of AI to make things even simpler, and it's using the same tools, so Astra, Spectra, and templates. So let me show you the process. First of all, let's click on Create New, then Complete Website. Next, let's choose the type of website, so here it's a restaurant. Let's click Continue, enter the name, Brain Bites, click on Continue, and here you can describe your company and brand. Just describe what you want out of this website, and ZipWP is going to do the rest. So let me paste some text, and if you're not sure, you can even ask ZipWP to improve it using AI. So let me click on this, and next click on Continue. Next, you can select the images that you want, then click on Continue. Next, enter your details, your social media if you have any, then click on Continue. Next, you will be offered a selection of templates, so you can just scroll and choose the one that you want. Let me pick this one, then click on Continue. And next, click on Start Building the Website. And then sit back, relax, and enjoy the short flight. And there you go, your website is ready. So next, click on Customize Website. And here you know the drill. It's exactly the same process. So you can upload a file or drag and drop a logo. Click on Select. You can change the size and decide whether or not you want to show the title. Next, you can change the color palette. You can change the font pair. And once you're happy with it, click on Save. And then, just like I showed you previously in this video, all you need to do is click on Edit Page. And then it's exactly the same drill. Just select a container, go to Style, and you can change the image. You know the drill now. And before you know it, you'll end up with a gorgeous professional website that works perfectly on the desktop, on the tablet, and on the mobile. So there you have it. You're now fully equipped to create a gorgeous professional looking restaurant website in no time. And if you're really serious about building a professional restaurant website and you want to take it to another level, then you may want to consider our premium starter templates. and of course you find a link in the description of this video.